Big changes are on the way for New Hope's annual Duck Daze festival. When the event happens next summer, it will have a new location, a new name, and festival organizers will shorten it to a single day.
It was a 50-year tradition here in New Hope, but at 50 years, it also may be a good time for us to change the event and refresh it a little bit.
The city and the New Hope Lions Club made the announcement this week. It's a direct response to safety concerns that arose after several fights broke out during this year's Duck Daze. Next year's one-day festival will take place on Saturday, July 11th near New Hope City Hall. It will feature many of the same elements residents have enjoyed in the past, but there won't be a carnival or fireworks display. Organizers are also asking people to come up with a new name for the festival.
We've received a number of good ones so far, but we really want to see people get creative and let us know what do you think represents New Hope and would be a fun name.
Anyone with a good name suggestion can submit their ideas at newhopemn.gov/festival. In Brooklyn Park, the city is trying to push up construction of an interchange on Highway 169. Federal funding for an interchange at Highway 169 and 101st Avenue North has already been approved, but that money wasn't expected to be ready until 2021. The city plans to start construction early next year on the $30 million project. Brooklyn Park officials say it should support growth of Target's northern campus and new developments in the northern part of the city. As our thoughts transition to the holiday season, here's a few ideas to consider when it comes to smartphone use at your family gatherings. Reporter Shannon Sladden had the opportunity to talk to Jennifer Joy Madden, who has researched the effects digital devices have on our everyday life. Madden has written a book about healthy device use in the digital age. Here is a snippet of their conversation on what you can do to get people interacting during the holidays.
I would say that what we want to do is we want to take the attention stealers and we put them someplace else. And so what you can do is, just the way you set the family meal for the food and everyone to enjoy that, you can set the family arrangement of people. And so you can use something like a container that you dub the gadget basket, and you can make it fun and say phone party here. Everybody put their gadgets here, and then we're going to just enjoy being together. And the phones are going to have fun too in the basket. And so that's one way to handle it. And then people can be with each other. And it's actually a wonderful opportunity to experience family history, that Grandpa might not be there next year to tell the stories. And so people can hear these original stories that aren't recorded, and you can't call them up again necessarily. And so it's a wonderful opportunity and should be respected as such.
Jennifer has several resources available, and many are free on the Durable Human website. We put a link to these on our website, ccxmedia.org. A Plymouth woman aims to help soldiers overseas feel at home during the holiday season. Hiltrude Steimel has a goal of sending more than 500 cakes to those serving. She calls it Operation Cake for Troops.
The cake goes back to basically my great-grandmother. My grandmother was married in 1917, and when she went into, she brought into her marriage the recipe from her mother. This we call in German a Gugelhupf.
The cakes will be baked at Rush City Bakery in Rush City. They will be frozen and then shipped on December 10th to troops all over the world. Steimel says the cake will also come with a special message.
And every cake will have this message on top, and it will read, "Dear soldier, we are thinking of you at this holiday time and sending you a sweet greeting from Minnesota. Thank you for your service to our country. You and your family are in our prayers. Happy holidays."
Monetary donations will drive how many cakes are made. Residents can give the money to the Chaska American Legion or visit Steimel's website. We'll have a link for you on ccxmedia.org. A Park Center high school teacher was recently named Minnesota's World Language Teacher of the Year. Pang Yang teaches Hmong language and literacy, and her class is having a positive impact on students. We get that story from Eric Nelson.
In a Twin Cities classroom, almost halfway across the globe from Southeast Asia, These Park Center Hmong students are reconnecting with their culture.
It's pretty important to know like your language, because if you don't know it, then you won't know your tradition, your cultures.
The kids listen and learn as Pang Yang teaches her popular Hmong language
What's my classifier?
and literacy class.
Oh my gosh, I think it's been life-changing for students.
Yang launched the class to give her Hmong students a chance to explore their roots,
Dai means what?
and many have benefited from her knowledge.
I love the way how Miss Yang like sort things out and be very organized with it. So it's like the way how she teaches, like it helps a lot of people.
For some students, this has really helped them with their identity. It's helped them open up a different avenue for them to be able to have a bigger dream and to be able to reach for it.
In so many ways, Yang is a trailblazer. Teaching the Hmong language at Park Center wasn't always part of the school's curriculum.
The tone shifts, right?
Yang came to the U.S. from Laos when she was 4 and believes classes like this are necessary in Minnesota.
The Twin Cities is actually the largest urban area with Hmong residents in the United States.
Often, Yang's classroom is a sanctuary for students who have trouble opening up in other subjects.
For some kids, this is the only class that they talk in because they're comfortable.
As for that Teacher of the Year award, Yang is proud of the accomplishment because her efforts are paying off.
Just trying to, make an impact in the educational system.
In Brooklyn Park, I'm Eric Nelson, CCX News.
The Hopkins girls basketball team is a favorite to win another state title, and the Royals are excited to put in the work to get there. Here's Jason Malillo with more.
For the Hopkins girls basketball team, success starts at practice.
We always say that we want practices to be more intense than games, and I would say that always happens. We push each other really hard when we're scrimmaging each other, kind of with the hopes that we never play against anyone harder than ourselves, or there's no situation that we haven't faced in practice already.
The team that won the state title last season returns almost entirely intact, led by senior guard Paige Beckers. Beckers is one of 5 Royals who have Division I offers, which gives Hopkins a talent level most other teams can't match. But putting all that talent on the floor at the same time can be difficult to manage.
If they don't worry about all that external stuff, we're going to be fine. If they let that creep into their head or worry about their personal stats and who's getting touches and who's in the crowd to see who, then it can be poison. I look at it and just kind of say, don't worry about that. Remember, this can be a really fun thing. It was amazing last year. Enjoy the ride. Don't let the external stuff bother you.
The Royals never seem to be a selfish team, though, and maybe that's because they follow a simple formula. Talent aside, every girl commits to playing stifling defense.
Well, as one of our coaches says, it's here and right here, and it's just all hard work and being willing to get up and defend. We always say it kind of comes down to what's in your head and what's in your heart. It's not about how athletic you are, it's about how tough you are. I think it affects them because they get tired, and when they get tired, that's when we really keep pushing them. And then our defensive pressure really frazzles their guard, so it's hard for them to bring it up. And yeah, mostly pressure and them getting tired.
The state tournament is 4 months away, and Hopkins certainly has a great chance to be there. But for now, maybe we'll just sit back and enjoy the ride. Jason Malillo, CCX Sports.
We'll have highlights from the Royals season opener at the Breakdown Sports Tip-Off Classic Monday on our Sports Jam show on CCX. Maple Grove and Centennial met in the Section 5 AA girls hockey final a year ago, with the Crimson winning to advance to the state tournament. The team's first meeting since then came at Maple Grove this week in a Northwest Suburban Conference game. Maple Grove's number 10 Stella Rettram picks up a loose puck in front of the Cougars' net and scores with 7 seconds left in the first period. The 6th goal of the season for the freshman. It's 1-0 Crimson after 1. Lauren Stensley gets a breakaway for Maple Grove in the second, but Anna Gilgosh comes up with a big stop, and it remains 1-0 through 2 periods. In goal for Maple Grove, Brooke Casibo in the junior posts her first career varsity shutout, turning away 20 shots. Maple Grove hangs on for a 1-0 win. Casibo earned her second shutout Thursday as the Crimson beat Champlain Park Coon Rapids 2-0. Two local girls hockey teams that should contend in the very tough Section 6 AA tournament at the end of the season faced off in an early season thriller. Wayzata visiting Benilde-St. Margaret's in this one. Wayzata's Gretchen Branton with a nice toe drag movement. She finishes for a 2-0 lead in the first period. Benilde's Mary Zavarall breaks in and zips the shot top corner to put the Red Knights on the board. A nice goal in the second period as Sophie Urban wins the faceoff to herself and sets up Branton. The Trojans are up 4-1 after 2. Benilde rallies in the third though. Avery Junker digs out the rebound in the slot and puts it away, cutting the Trojans' lead to 4-3. Then Lucy Hansen walks into the middle and snaps a quick shot home, and it's 4-all. So we go to overtime, and Branton caps a big night with a laser under the crossbar. It's the game winner. The Trojans win it. 5-4 is the final.